Hello everyone, today we'll be going over part 2 of going over Wear OS as well as the making of the app for this. In this video we'll be discussing the creation of the app called Watch Notes and discussing how it works and what we've added to make it run, and also going over pieces for how this app functions. So without delay, let's begin and go over the thing. So here in our themes.xml file, this is the first one we'll use, and basically it's called themes because it's where we define close that out. Is where we define the theme of the app. So a theme is basically a collection of styles and that set how the app looks and feels, including the colors, the fonts, and the general visual behavior of it. It's located on the res values folder on the left side. RES basically stands for resources because anything in the app that it uses that isn't code, like layouts, images, or string, goes here. By placing it here, it makes it easy for the app to find and apply these styles throughout the project. And inside the themes, we have the resources tag, which is on the top. This is basically the root tag for the XML file that stores the resources in Android. It tells the system that everything is inside here is a resource that you can use in the app. Then next to it, or on the bottom of it, we have a style named theme where notes. So basically the name attribute is how we reference this theme elsewhere in the app, like in the Android manifest XML or in the layouts. Then next to it is the parent attributes. It's important because it inherits from the Android theme material .light.no action bar. This basically means that our theme starts with the default settings from a standard light theme, and then from there we can customize it without starting from scratch. And then next we have individual items inside these styles. So we have things like Android window background. It's set to white because this will determine like the background colors of every screen that this uses the theme for. So it'll give it like a clean look. Next we have the Android text color. It's set to black. It basically means that we're trying to like ensure that the text is easy to read against a white background. Next we have the accent color. It's called Android color accent. We've set it to orange. So this is like the color for interactive elements, like when your buttons or toggles, so they stand out. Next we have Android window full screen. We set it to true because it basically makes it so that the app covers the entire screen, hiding like the system bars. And then next we have the window note tile, or title I should say, and we set it to true as well because this removes the default title bar, giving a cleaner interface. And so basically every line here has a reason. The file in this location is just so that Android can automatically apply the styles whenever the theme is used. And then the name themes.xml communicates its purpose clearly, so anyone looking at the project can immediately understand that this is where the app style is going to be defined. By organizing this way, it can maintain a consistent look and feel across the app, and also if you make any future changes, it'll be easily, and we can separate the design from the functionality of it. So that's why we use themes .xml to the Android development. So now if we go on to our Android manifest, we can go ahead and talk about this. So basically, with the Android manifest, it's called the manifest because it's literally a declaration or a manifest of everything that our app the Android needs to know about. So this file is found right at the root of our project. It's not in the res folder like themes or layouts because it applies to the whole app, not just one part of it. So at the very top of this, we have the manifest tag. So this will wrap everything. It includes the package name, which in this case is com.example.watchnotes. That package name uniquely identifies our app on the device and in the Play Store. Also, no two apps can share the same one. And then from there, we have the use feature line. So this will basically tell Android that the app is built for smartwatches, and it'll do it by specifying Android hardware type watch. And without this, Android might try to install it on our phone or tablet, which wouldn't work properly, and it's something that we don't want, especially if we're working with Wear OS. Then inside the application tag, we define the settings that affect the app as a whole. For example, Android allow backup. We set it to true, as this will let Android back up user data automatically. The label is what shows us the app's name as well, and the icon and round icon are what appear on the launcher or watch menu. And then we have things like supports RTL equals true. So that basically makes the app work with right to left languages. And Android theme is set to equals @style/theme where notes. It applies the theme we made earlier, so the app keeps a consistent look. From there, inside the application, we can declare an activity. So here, It's the main activity, which is the main entry point of the app. The exported attribute is set to true so that the system can launch it. From there, we have next the intent filter. So this section tells Android how and when to start the app. So the action main marks it as the first screen to open, and then the category launcher makes it appear in the app list. And then we also have, or there's also a Wear OS category called like COM, Google, Android, Wearable, Intent category, and we have it as default. Basically, this means it's required so that the app can properly launch on a smartwatch. Overall, the Android manifest will connect to everything. It'll identify the app, it'll define what hardware it's going to run on, it applies the theme. It basically will tell Android how to start it. Without this file, the system wouldn't know how to handle or even launch the app, so it's very important that we actually get it configured properly. And with that, though, we've gone over 2 files. Right now, we're just going to end the video. So with that, we've explored the app and what makes it run, and what we're going to do to get it set up to be ready to run and functional later on. And for now, we're just going to end the video. I just want to say thanks for watching, and please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video where we finish up going over the last files and actually demo our app. So thank you, and goodbye.